You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
You know, I don't mind comparing stuff I'm on the radio, but is it being live streamed or not? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We sent you the video, and she said she'd wrap. Oh, I don't need it. Want people in the back? They have one. Oh, yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is about to proceed. At this time, please silence all cell phones, smartwatches, and electronic devices. Turn off any alarms or notifications that may cause a disturbance during the proceedings. Photography, video, or audio recording, and any form of live streaming are strictly prohibited in this court. Violators may be subject to removal or further legal action. Emergency exits are behind you and to the right of the stage. In just a moment, the jury will be retiring to the deliberation room to begin discussing the case. This is a critical and confidential phase of the trial. Out of respect to the process, we ask that everyone remain seated, remain silent, and maintain proper courtroom decorum. Please do not speak, text, or move about unnecessarily. Your full cooperation is required to ensure the dignity and fairness of these proceedings. Thank you.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Francis Dentrone. Called Frank and Jill Theatrics, LLC. And welcome to our final night of our first production ever of 12 Angry Jurors. This incredible cast has put hours upon really weeks of, definitely weeks of work into making this show the best it possibly can be. I genuinely could not be prouder of this cast. They have blown me away. They have every single step of the way, and I could not be prouder. But before we begin, there are a few notes. Emergency exits. You can go through this exit or the one in the very back. Bathrooms. There are bathrooms down the hallway through the exit. Do not use that bathroom over there. Ever. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you all for coming out tonight. After the show, we are going to give a few things to the cast of 12 Angry Jurors, which you will see tonight, and we're going to give something to our seniors as well. So if you guys could stay about 5 minutes after the show, that would be great. But without further ado, please enjoy 12 Angry Jurors!
Murder in the first degree, premeditated homicide, is the most serious charge tried in our criminal courts. You have heard a long and complex case and it is now your duty to sit down to try and separate the facts from the fancy. One man is dead. The life of another is at stake. If there is a reasonable doubt in your minds as to the guilt of the accused, then you must declare him not guilty. If, however, there is no reasonable doubt, then he must be found guilty. Whichever way you decide, the verdict must be unanimous. I urge you to deliberate honestly and thoughtfully. You are faced with a great responsibility. Thank you, jurors.
The jury will retire.
This kid doesn't have a chance. All right, go ahead.
Thank you, but no.
Hey, you know something?
I know a lot of things. I'm an advertiser.
You know it's hot.
Gee, I never would have known that if you hadn't told me. Would you?
I suppose that I've kind of forgotten.
All I've done all day is sweat.
I bet you're not sweating like that kid who was trying.
You think they'd at least air conditioning the place? I almost dropped dead in court.
My taxes are high enough.
Yeah, this should go fast anyways.
Yes, it's high. All right, folks, everybody's here. If you need anything, I'll be right behind this door, please. Just now.
Did he lock that door?
Yes, he did.
What do they think we are, crooks?
They locked us up.
And then they lock up that kid forever, and that's all right with me.
You know, I never knew they did that.
Sure they locked the door. What do you think?
I just didn't know. It never occurred to me.
Shall we all admit right now that it is hot and humid and our tempers will run short?
It's been a long week. I feel just fine.
I wonder what's been going on down at the office. You know how it is in advertising. In 6 days, my job could be gone. The whole company, too. They aren't going to like this one.
Well, I figure this is our duty.
Oh, I didn't object to doing my duty. I just mentioned that I might not have a job at the time.
Ask him to hire you. He's rich. Look at the suit.
Is that custom tailored?
Yes, it is.
I have an uncle who's a tailor.
How does he do?
Not too well. But you know what friend it is? That's the friend of my uncle, the tailor. Well, he wanted to be on this jury in my place. Why didn't you let him? I would have done anything to miss this. And risk getting caught or something? Well, you know what kind of fine you pay for anything like that? Anyways, this friend of my uncle's was on a jury once, about 10 years ago at least. Just like this one.
So, what happened?
They let him off. Reasonable doubt. You know, about 8 years later, they found they actually done anyway. A guilty man. A murderer. Turned loose the streets.
Well, did they get him?
They couldn't.
Why not?
A man can't be held in double jeopardy. Unless it's a hung jury, they can't try a man twice for the same crime.
If that is not gonna happen here.
6 days? It should have been 2. Talk, talk, talk. Did you ever hear so much talk about nothing?
Well, I suppose they're entitled.
Yeah, everybody gets a fair trial. Well, that's the system. Suppose you can't say anything against it.
Hey, how'd you like that business with the knife? You ever hear a phonier story? Well, look, you gotta expect that. You know what we're dealing with. He bought a switch knife that night, and then he lost it. A hole in his father. A hole in his father.
What an awful way to kill your
a lot. This better go quickly. I got tickets to the Subway series tonight.
What team?
Mets, you?
I'm an Orioles fan.
An Orioles fan? Oh, that's like getting hit in the head with a crowbar once a day, huh?
Hilarious.
All right, Your Honor, start the show. How about sitting down? Gentlemen, by the window. Oh, how about sitting down?
I'm so sorry. It's tough to figure, isn't it? Because it's not a thing just like that.
Well, it's the element. They let the kids run wild. Maybe it serves them right.
There are better proofs than some emotion you may have. Perhaps a dislike for some group.
And we all agreed it was hot.
And that our tempers will run short.
That's if we disagree, but this is open and shut. Let's get this done.
All right, now, fellow jurors. Well, you can handle this any way you want to. I mean, I'm not gonna make any rules. So we can either discuss first and then vote. That's one way. Or we can vote now and see where we stand. Let's vote now. Who knows? Maybe we could all go home.
Yeah, let's see who's where.
Right, let's vote now.
Let us vote.
Anyone doesn't want to vote? Well, that was easy. All those voting guilty, raise your hands. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, not guilty?
Look who's in left field.
All right. 1 to 1. 11 guilty, 1 not guilty. Oh, now we see where we stand.
Do you really think the kid's not guilty?
I don't know.
After 6 days, he doesn't know?
In 6 days, I could learn calculus. This is ABC.
I don't believe it's as simple as ABC.
I've never seen a guiltier man in my life.
What does a guilty man look like? He's not guilty until we say so. Are we to vote on his face?
You sat right in court and heard the same things I did, that that man's a dangerous killer.
Where do
You can see it.
Where do you look to see if a man is a killer?
Well, you
Now,
look.
please, I'd like to know, what are the facial characteristics? Maybe you know something I don't.
Look, what is there about this case that makes you believe the boy could be innocent?
Look, he's 19 years old.
That's old enough. He knifed his own father 4 inches deep into the chest. An innocent little 19-year-old boy.
I agree with you that the boy is guilty, but I think we should try to avoid emotionally colored arguments.
All right. They proved it a dozen different ways. Do you want me to list them?
No. Well, do you believe that stupid story he told?
Now.
Do you believe the kid's story? I don't know. Maybe I don't.
So what'd you vote not guilty for?
There are 11 votes for guilty. It's not so easy for me to raise my hand and send a boy off to die without talking about it first.
Who said it's easy for me?
Or me.
Well, no one.
Well, he's still just as guilty, whether it's an easy vote or a hard one. Is there something wrong because I voted quickly?
Not necessarily.
I think the guy's guilty. Couldn't change my mind. He talked for 100 years.
I don't want to change your mind.
Just what are you thinking of?
I think we ought to talk for a little while. Look, this boy has been kicked around all of his life. Living in the slums, mother dead since he was 9. That's not a very good head start. He's a tough, angry kid. You know why slum kids get that way? Because we knock them over the head once a day, every day. I think we just own a few things. That's all.
Alright, yes, it's hard. It was hard for me. Everything I've got, I fought for it. I worked to put myself through college. That was a long time ago. And perhaps you do forget. I fought, yes, but I never killed.
I know what it's like. I never killed nobody.
I've been kicked around too. Wait until you've worked for an ad agency, the big boy, the 5 advertising policy. We all know.
In my country, in Europe, kicking was a science. But let's try to find something better than that.
I don't mind telling you this, mister. We don't owe that kid a thing. He got a fair trial, didn't he? You know what that trial cost? He's lucky he got it. Oh, look, we're all grown-ups here. You're not gonna tell us that we're supposed to believe him, knowing what he is. I've lived among them all my life. You can't trust a word they say. You know that.
I don't know that. What a terrible thing for anyone to believe. what is dishonesty a group characteristic? You have no monopoly on the
All
truth.
right, it's not Sunday. We don't need a sermon.
What this woman says is very dangerous.
I don't see any need for arguing like this. I think we ought to be able to behave like civilized human beings.
Yeah, right.
Oh, all right, if you insist.
Thank you.
Sure.
Now, if we're going to discuss this, why, let's discuss the facts.
Well, I think that's a good point. We have a job to do, let's do it.
If you all don't mind, I'm going to close the window. It was blowing on my face.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep the window open.
But it was blowing on me.
Don't you want a little air?
It's summer, it's hot.
I was very uncomfortable.
There are 12 of us in this room. It's the only window on this side. If you don't mind.
I have some rights too.
Yes, so do the rest of us.
All right. Window stays open.
Okay. Shall we get back to the case?
Yeah, let's.
I may have an idea. I'm just thinking out loud now, but it seems to me as if it's our job to convince this gentleman that we are right and he's wrong. So what if we each talk for a minute or two? You know, try it on for size.
Well, I think that sounds fair.
Very fair.
Well, suppose we almost run the table. All right.
Start it off.
Right. We'll start with you.
Oh, well, I just think he's guilty. I thought it was obvious. In what way was it obvious?
I mean, nobody proved otherwise.
Well, no one has to prove otherwise. Innocent until proven guilty. The burden of proof is on the prosecution. The defendant doesn't have to open his mouth. That's in the Constitution. The Fifth Amendment. You've heard of it.
Everyone has.
I've heard of it. I mean, I know what it is, but I just think he's guilty. No reasons, just guilty. Look, there's a life
All
at
right.
stake here.
Let's get to the facts. Number one, let's take the old man who lived on the second floor in the apartment right below where the killing took place. On the night of the killing, he said he heard noises in the apartment above him. Said it sounded like a fight. Then he heard the boy say to his father, "I'm gonna kill you." Then a second later, he heard the father's body falling. So he ran to the door of his apartment, looked out, and saw the boy running down the stairs and out of the house. So, he called the police. They found the father with a knife in his chest.
And the coroner fixed how Jeff died around midnight.
Right. Now what else do you want?
It doesn't seem to fit.
The boy's entire story is flimsy. He claims he went to the movies. That's a little ridiculous, isn't it? He couldn't even remember what picture he saw.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
He didn't have any ticket stubs.
Who keeps a ticket stub at the movies?
That's true enough.
I suppose, but the cashier didn't remember him.
And the ticket taker didn't either.
Look, what about that woman across the street? Her testimony don't prove it? Then nothing does.
That's right. She saw the killing, didn't she?
Let's go in order.
Now, just a minute. Here's a woman who's lying in bed and can't sleep. It's hot, you know. Anyways, she wakes up and looks out the window, and right across the street, she sees the boy stick the knife into his father. How are we sure the woman saw the boy through the windows of a passing elevated train? She's known the kid all his life. His window is right opposite hers, across the L tracks, and she swore she saw him do it. I heard her swear to it. Okay, and they proved in court that you can look through the windows of a passing L train at night and see what's happening on the other side. They proved it. Weren't you just telling us a minute or two ago that we can't trust them, that we can't believe then? So, let me ask you this. She's one of them too, isn't she? So why do you believe her? You're a pretty smart fellow, aren't you?
All right. Calm down. Take a seat. What are you letting him get you all upset for? Come on.
Jurors, they did take us to the woman's room, and we did see through the windows of a passing L train, didn't we?
We did.
And weren't you able to see what was happening on the other side?
I could see what was happening on the other side, but I couldn't see as clearly as they said I could.
There, you see, do you see? Let's calm down.
that piece of testimony from those people across the hall? Now, didn't they say there was a fight between the boy and his father at around 7 o'clock that night? I mean, I can be wrong, but
I believe it was 8 o'clock, not 7.
Yes, that's right, 8 o'clock.
They heard the father slap the boy twice and then saw the boy walk angrily out of the house.
right.
So, what does this prove?
Well, it doesn't exactly prove anything. It's just part of the picture, you see? I never said it proved anything.
Anything else?
No.
Well, I just feel like it's all been said already. If we could talk all day about this thing, I think we're wasting our time. I don't.
Neither do I. Go on.
Just look at the kid's record. He was arrested for mugging. He stole a car. I think they said he stabbed somebody in the arm.
They did.
He was picked up for knife fighting. At 15, he was in reform school.
And they sent him to reform school for stabbing someone.
This is a very fine boy. Ever since he was 5 years old, his father beat him up regularly. He used his fists. So would I on a kid like that.
You're right. It's the kids. The way they are, you know? They don't listen. I've got a kid. When he was 8 years old, he ran away from a fight. I saw him. I was so ashamed. And I told him right out, I'm gonna make a man out of you. I'm gonna bust you up into little pieces. Try it. Well, when he was 15, he hit me right in the face. He's a big kid, you know. I haven't seen him in 3 years. Rotten kids, I hate tough kids. You want your life out. All right, let's get on with it.
We're missing the point here. This boy, let's say he comes from a filthy neighborhood in a broken home. We can't help that. We're not here to discuss the reasons of why slums are breeding grounds for criminals. I know it, so do you. Children who come from slum backgrounds are potential menaces to society.
You said it. I don't want any but them. Believe me.
I've lived in a slum my whole life.
Now wait a minute.
I used to play in a backyard that was filled with garbage. Maybe it still smells.
Now let's be reasonable. There's nothing personal.
There is something personal.
All right, calm down. She didn't mean you, feller.
Then who did she mean?
I can understand this sensitivity.
Stop this bickering.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right. I had a peculiar feeling about this crime. I somehow felt that the defense counsel never really conducted a thorough cross-examination. So many questions were left unasked.
While it doesn't change my opinion on the guilt of the boy, I do agree with you. The defense was bad.
So?
Well, this is a point. What about the facts? So many questions were left unanswered.
What about the ones that were answered? For instance, let's take that cute little switch knife, you know, the one that fine, upright boy admitted buying.
All right, let's talk about it. I'd like to see it in here again, actually. This is Foreman. You wouldn't mind.
We've already seen the knife. I don't get why we need to see it again. What do you think?
The gentleman has a right to see exhibits and evidence.
All right with me.
This knife, it's a very strong piece of evidence, wouldn't you agree?
I do.
Well then, let's get the sequence of events correct as they relate to the switch knife.
The boy admits going out of the house at 8 o'clock after being slapped by his father.
Or punched.
Or punched. He then claims he went to the neighborhood store and bought a switch knife. The storekeeper was arrested the next day after admitting selling it to the boy.
I mean, I think we all agree it's a very unusual knife. Pretty hard to forget something like that.
The storekeeper identified the knife, claimed it was the only one of its kind he had in stock. Why did the boy get it?
It's a present for his friend, he says.
Am I right so far?
You are.
You bet he's right. Now I want you to listen to this man. He knows what he's talking about.
Next, the boy claims that on his way home, the knife fell through a hole in his coat pocket. Now there is a story. You want to know what actually happened? The boy bought the knife, went home a few hours later, and then stabbed his father with it. He even remembered to wipe away the fingerprints. trying to tell us that somebody picked the knife up from off the ground, went to the boy's house and stabbed his father with it just to be amusing?
No, I'm saying that it's possible that the boy really did lose the knife, and someone else stabbed his father with a similar one. It's possible.
Take a look at that knife. It's a very strange knife. I've never seen one like it, neither had the storekeeper. Now, aren't you trying to make us accept a pretty incredible coincidence?
I'm not trying to make anyone accept it. I'm just saying it's possible.
And I'm saying it's not possible!
Whoa, shit, whoa!
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, what is this? Who do you think you are?
Look at it, it's the same knife.
Where did you get that?
I got it at a junk shop around the corner of the boy's house. It only cost $2.
Now you listen to me! No, you pulled a real smart trick here, but you proved absolutely zero. There could be 10 of that same knife, so what?
Maybe there are.
The boy lied and you know it!
Or maybe he didn't lie. And maybe he really did go to the movies. And maybe the reason the cashier didn't recognize him was because he snuck into the movies. I was too ashamed to say so. Who here didn't sneak into the movies once or twice with him?
I didn't.
Really? Not even once?
We didn't have movies.
Oh.
Maybe he didn't lie, but maybe he did. Well, do you think he lied? Now that's a stupid question. Sure he lied! What do you think?
You don't have to ask me that. You know my answer. He lied.
What do you think?
I don't know.
What argues? This guy's a lawyer? Look, there are still 11 of us in this room who think he's guilty. You're alone. What are you gonna accomplish? If you want to be stubborn and hang this jury, he'll be tried again and found guilty sure as he's born. You're probably right. So what are you gonna do about it? We could be here all night.
It's only one night. A boy may die.
Oh, now come on. I think we gotta get down to it now.
Right, let's get going.
How do you like this guy? What do you say? You're the one holding up the show.
Obviously, you don't think the boy is guilty.
Well, I have doubt in my mind.
But you haven't really presented anything to us to help us understand your doubt. What about the old man downstairs? He heard it. He heard the boy shriek it out.
And the woman across the L tracks. She saw it. Yeah, we know he bought a switch knife that night, and we don't know where he really was. At the movies? I don't know the night, but him and his father. They didn't fight.
He's been a violent kid all the way. And while that doesn't prove anything,
Still, you know. I have a proposition to make. I'd like you 11 jurors to vote by secret ballot. I'll abstain. And if there still are 11 votes for guilty, I won't stand alone. We can take it a guilty verdict right now. All right, let's do it. I think that sounds fair. Everyone agree?
I certainly am.
Let's roll it.
Perhaps this is best.
Guilty. This thing will pass back. Thanks.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Guilty. 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 Guilty.
That's 6.
Please. 6 guilty. Thank you. Guilty. 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 Not guilty. Guilty. How do you like that? Who was it? I think we have the right to know.
All right, but it ain't changed her vote.
Is that a way to talk about a man's life?
Whose life are you talking about? The life of a dead man or the life of a murderer?
Yeah, I want to know who.
So do I.
Excuse me, this was a secret ballot.
Nobody looked while we did it, but now I want to know.
A secret ballot. We agreed on that point, no? If they wanted to remain a
What are you
secret...
talking about? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What's the matter with you? You come into certainly were listening to little fairy
They're
tales.
just a minute.
Now you listen to me!
Hey, you, let's try to keep this organized, yeah?
This isn't organized, but let's be civilized.
Please, everyone, I would like to say something here. I always thought that we were entitled to have unpopular opinions in this country. That is why I came here. I wanted to have the right to disagree.
Well, do you disagree with us?
Usually, I would. In this one case, I agree with you. But the point I'm trying to make is that in my own country, I'm ashamed
Come on
to say-
now, what do we have to listen to? The entire history of your country?
It is always wise to bear in mind what has happened in other countries where people aren't allowed to disagree. But we are, so let's stick to the subject.
Yeah, let's stick to the subject. I want to ask you, what made you change your vote?
I want to know too. You haven't told us yet.
Why do you think I did change my vote?
Because I do. Now get on with it.
There's nothing for him to tell you. He didn't change his vote. I did.
I was going to tell you. But you were so sure.
Sorry.
You'd like to know why.
You know what? I'll tell you why I can't. It's a lie.
The man wants to speak.
Thank you. This gentleman chose to stand alone against us. That's his right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even in something you believe in very strongly. He left the verdict up to us. He gambled for support, and, well, I gave it to him. I'd like to hear more. The vote is 10-2.
That's fine. If the speech is over, let's go in.
5, there's a man in the bathroom.
We're taking 5. It should have been over already.
Sorry.
If there's anything in the kid's favor, I vote not guilty.
I don't see what it is.
Neither do I, but clutching at straws.
I mean, as guilty as they get, that's the kid, I suppose.
The one juror who's holding out, but he'll come around. He's got to. Fundamentally, he's a very reasonable man.
I guess so.
They've yet to come up with one real reason to back up a non-guilty verdict.
I mean, it's hard, you know?
Yes, it is. And when you think about it, what really is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt?
What's a reasonable doubt?
Exactly. When a life is at stake, what is a reasonable doubt? You've got to have law and order. You must draw a line somewhere. If you don't, everyone would just start knifing people.
I mean, there's not much doubt here.
Two men think so. I wonder why. I really wonder why.
I mean, you do hear stories about men who have gone to jail or death even, and then years later, things turn out.
Well, on the other hand, you have killers who get turned loose and they kill again. They squeeze out on some technicality and they kill again.
Hey, look, buddy, now that we've kind of cooled off, why, I was a little excited a minute ago. You know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal.
Looks like we're pretty hung up here. I mean, that whole thing with the old man was pretty unexpected. Wish I knew how we could break this up. You know, in advertising. Well, there are some pretty strange people. Not strange, really. They just have a peculiar way of expressing themselves. You know what I mean? Well, it's probably the same in your business, too. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a watchmaker.
Really? The finest watchmakers come from Europe, I imagine. Anyway, as I was telling you, when we get to this point in the meeting, there's always some character ready with an idea. And it kills me. I mean, it's the weirdest thing in the whole world sometimes, the way they preface an idea with a phrase like, oh, some accountants, I'll say, Here's an idea. Let's run it up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes it. I mean, it's idiotic, but it's funny.
You a salesman?
No, it's an architect.
You know what the soft sell is? Pretty good at it, I'll tell you that. I gotta get them right. Jokes, drinks, knock 'em on their asses. I made $27,000 last year selling marmalade. Now that's not bad, considering marmalade, huh? What are you getting out of this? Kicks? Boy skills you have. Sure as the nose on your face. So let's just go home before we all get sore throats, huh?
What's the difference of getting a sore throat here or at the ball game?
No difference, pal. No difference at all.
Nice bunch of guys, huh?
About the same as any.
Hey, that loud one, you know, the one who was telling us about a kid. The way she was talking, that's a real embarrassing thing. Yeah, sure, it's a murderous thing. You think we'll be much longer?
I don't know.
He's guilty for sure. There is a doubt in the whole world. We should have been done already. Hey, no, I don't get it. It beats working. You really think he's not guilty?
I truly have a doubt in my mind.
Hey, I don't know you, pal, but I'm betting you've never been wronger in your life. You ought to wrap it up. You're just wasting your time.
Imagine you were the one on trial.
Well, I'm not really one for supposing. I'm just a working man, you know. My boss handles that kind of thing. But let's try one. Supposing that you talk us all out of this, and the kid really did knife his father.
Well, in 5 minutes, if you all get back to it. Supposing you answer me this. If the kid didn't kill him, who did?
As far as I know, we're only concerned with the boy's case, not anyone else's motives.
I suppose. But who else had a motive? The father was long in life. Maybe an old grudge.
Remember, it's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. This is an important thing to remember.
Everyone's a lawyer. Supposing you explain to us what your reasonable doubt is.
This is not easy. As of now, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling. Perhaps you don't understand.
No, I don't.
A feeling. What are we gonna do? Spend the night talking about your feelings? What about the facts?
You said a mouthful. Look, the old man heard the boy yell, "I'm gonna kill ya." Then a second later, he heard the father's body falling, and then 15 seconds after that, he saw the boy running down the stairs and out of the house.
Yeah, where's the reasonable doubt in that?
That's right. And let's not forget about the woman across the street. She looked out into the open window and saw the boy stab his father. She saw it.
Now, that's not enough for you.
It's not enough for me.
What is enough for you? I'd like to know.
Hey, how you like this guy? It's like talking into a dead telephone.
The woman saw the killing through the windows of a moving elevated train. The train had 5 cars and she saw it through the last 2 cars. She remembers the most insignificant details.
Now, what did you gotta say about that?
I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
Well, supposing you think about it. Hey, lend me your pen. Oh, thank you. Let's play some tic-tac-toe. We might as well pass the time.
This isn't a game.
Hey, now wait a minute!
This is a boy's life.
What's the matter with you? When I talk, I'm a single billion one! What a nerve! Absolutely! All right, stand! Don't be that!
How about sitting down?
This isn't a game. Who does he think he is?
Weren't we talking about elevated trains?
Yes, we were.
So,
How long do you think it takes for an elevated train going at top speed to pass a given point?
now what does that have to do with anything?
Just take a guess.
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah, neither would I. What about you? What do you think?
About 10, 12 seconds, maybe?
That's a fair guess. Anyone else?
I would think about 10 seconds, perhaps.
Yeah, I'd say about like 10 seconds.
Alright then, we're agreed. 10 seconds. What are you getting at?
This. An elevated train going at top speed
don't think he could have heard it.
Maybe the man didn't hear. You know,
What are you saying?
Are you calling the old man a liar?
It stands to reason.
You're crazy! Why would he lie? What's he about to gain?
Genshin? Maybe.
You know, you keep coming up with these bright sayings. Why would you send one to the newspaper? They pay $2.
What does that have to do with the man's life?
Why might the old man have lied?
You have a right to be heard.
It's just that, well, I looked at him for a very long time. The seam of his jacket was split under his arm. Did you notice it? This was a very old man with a torn jacket, and he carried 2 canes. I think I know this man better than anyone here. This is a quiet, frightened, insignificant old man who has been nothing his entire life. Who's never had any recognition. His name in the newspapers. Nobody knows him. Nobody quotes him. Nobody seeks his advice out after 75 years. This is a very sad thing. A man like this needs to be recognized, to be noticed, to be quoted, to be listened to just once. This is very important.
And you're trying to tell us he lied about a thing like that just so he could be important.
No, but perhaps he made himself believe he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
Well, that's the most fantastic story I've ever heard. How do you make up a thing like that?
I'm not making it
You
up.
must be making it up. People don't lie about a thing like that.
He made himself believe he told the truth.
What do you know about it?
I speak from experience.
What?
I am the same man.
I think we all understand now. Thank you.
If you want to admit you're a liar, it's all right.
The man's enough!
He's a liar. He just said so himself.
He's not admitting, he was explaining.
Didn't you just admit you're a liar?
He was explaining why the old man might have lied so that we could understand.
A liar is a liar. That's all there is to it.
Please have some control, you! We have our job and our duty here.
I think they've covered it.
I hope we have. All right. Anything else?
Do you want a cough drop?
What?
Does anybody want a cough drop?
Are you serious? I'll come
Are you sure you don't want one?
No. I think we've established the fact that the old man downstairs couldn't have heard the voice say, "I'm going to kill you."
Oh, I disagree.
Let's hear him through anyway.
But supposing the old man downstairs heard the voice say, "I'm going to kill you," "I'm going to kill you," this phrase, how many times have each of you used it? If you do that one more time, Junior, I'm going to kill you. Come on, let's kill those fillies. It's in our vocabulary. We use it practically every day. It doesn't mean we're actually going to kill someone.
Don't the circumstances alter that somewhat?
The man was murdered.
One thing more. The phrase was, I'm going to kill you, but the boy screams it at the top of his lungs.
That's the way I understand it.
Can't tell me he didn't mean it. Anybody that says a thing like that, the way he said it, they mean it.
And how they mean it. Well, let me ask you this. Do you think the boy would have yelled something like that so the whole neighborhood could hear him? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that. Right. He's a common, ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English!
He doesn't even speak good English.
The boy is clever enough. I'd like to change my vote to not guilty.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Vote is 9-3 in favor of guilty.
I'd like to know why you changed your vote. I think there's a doubt.
Where? What is the doubt?
There's the knife.
Oh, fuck. He told
Oh, well, if that isn't the end.
I believe there's a reasonable doubt.
What are you basing it on? Stories that this guy made up? You ought to write for Amazing Detective Monthly. He'd make a fortune. Look, the kid had a lawyer, didn't he? Why didn't his lawyer bring up
Lawyers
his
can't
voice?
think of everything.
Oh, brother, you sit in here and you pull stories out of thin air. Now we're supposed to believe that the old man didn't beat it downstairs to see the boy get 15 seconds after the killing. He didn't.
That's the testimony I believe.
Yeah, and the old man swore to this. Yes, he swore to this just so he could feel important.
Beat it down the stairs? Did the old man say he ran to the door?
Yeah, ran, walked, whatever. He got there.
I don't remember what he said, but well, I don't see how he could have lied.
He said he went. I remember it now. He said he went from the bedroom to the front door. That's enough, isn't it?
Is it?
Where is his room again?
Down the hall somewhere.
Down the hall somewhere. Are we to send a boy off to die because his room is down the hall somewhere?
I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
No, I don't.
I don't remember either.
Mrs. Foreman,
I'd like to see the diagram of the apartment again, if you don't mind.
oh, why don't we have them run the trial over again just so you can get everything straight?
His room is down the hall somewhere. Do you know exactly where it is? Because there's a life at stake here. Do you know? Well, Mrs. Foreman?
I heard you. Sorry.
What's this one all about? How come you're the only one in the room who wants to see exhibits all the
I
time?
want to see this one too.
So do
And
I.
I want to stop wasting time!
Are we going to start wading through all that nonsense about where the body was found?
No. We're gonna find out how a man who walks with a pair of keys and has had 2 strokes in the past 3 years was able to get to his front door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds.
He said 15.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that!
Said 15. He was very positive about it.
He's an old man, but you saw that! Half the time he was confused. How can he be positive about anything? Well, you know!
No, I don't. Maybe you do.
Is this what you want?
That's right, thank you.
Sure, it is my job.
Yes. Thank you. Everyone just gather around.
Wait for me when this is over. I looked at that diagram for 2 hours. Enough is enough!
Some of us are interested. Go ahead.
This is the diagram of the apartment of where the murder took place. The old man's apartment is directly beneath it and exactly the same. So here's the bedroom, another bedroom. The L tracks, the hall, the living room, the bathroom, the kitchen, the front door, and the stairs. The old man says he got up out of bed, went down the hall, opened his door, and saw the boy running down the stairs. Is that right?
That's the story.
That's what happened.
All in 15 seconds?
Correct.
Look at this. The old man's bed is by the window, right? The length of the bedroom is 12 feet. The length of the hall is 43 feet and 6 inches. This means that the old man had to get up out of bed, get both of his canes, walk 12 feet to the bedroom door, walk 43 feet and 6 inches down the hall, unlock his front door, look out all in time to see the boy racing down the stairs. Do you think that's possible?
You know it's possible.
He
24 seconds off? Well, now you know.
Far be it from me to call anyone alive. And even allowing for quite the difference in speed between the old man and you. I mean, there's still quite the...
Quite a discrepancy.
Well, it's my guess that the old man got up out of bed, was in the hall, and heard someone racing down the stairs, and assumed that it was the boy.
I think that's possible.
Assumed. Now listen to me, you people. I've seen all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this display takes the cake.
What dishonesty?
Tell him! You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor about slum kids and injustice, and you've got some soft-hearted old ladies listening to you. But well, I'm not, because I'm getting real sick of you. What's the matter with you people? The kid is guilty. He's got to burn. We're letting him slip through our fingers.
Our fingers. Are you his executioner?
And one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
Should this kid, you bet I'd like to pull the switch.
God, I'm sorry.
Don't start with
Why
me.
do you feel like you want to pull the switch?
Shut up!
You are a saint.
Shut up!
You want to see this boy die, not because of the facts, but because you personally want it. You are a beast. You disgust me.
Shut up!
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
Oh, I heard a commotion. Is everything all right?
Yeah. Yes, yeah, everything's all right. But you can take this. We're finished with it.
What are you looking at?
I don't see why we have to behave like children.
Nor do I. All this fighting, that is not why we are here. We have a responsibility. You see, the remarkable thing about democracy is that we are almost notified. We are notified by mail to come down to this place and vote on the innocence of a man we don't even know. We have nothing to gain or lose by our verdict. That is why we are strong. We should not make it a personal thing.
Thank you very much.
Why do you thank me?
We forget. It's good to be reminded.
I'm glad we're going to be civilized about this.
Well, we're still nowhere.
No, we're somewhere. We're getting there, at least.
Maybe.
Who's got an idea?
I say we try another vote. This woman?
All right? Everyone agreed?
Let's vote.
Yes, vote.
So, all right, let's do it.
I want an open ballot. Let's call our votes out. I want to see who stands where.
I think that sounds fair. Anyone object? All right, I'll call for jury members. I vote guilty. 2. Not guilty. 3.
Guilty.
4.
Guilty.
5.
Not guilty.
6.
Not guilty.
7. Guilty. 8.
Not guilty.
9.
Not guilty.
10.
Guilty.
11.
Not guilty.
12.
Guilty.
That's 6 to 6.
I'll tell you something. The crime is being committed right in this room.
The vote is 6 to 6.
I'm ready to walk into court right now and declare a hung jury. There's no point in this going on anymore.
I'd like to know why you changed your mind, and why you changed your mind, and why you did. There are 6 jurors here who believe we may be turning a murderer loose to the streets. Emotion won't do. Why?
I do not think the old man could have seen the boy run downstairs. I do not think it likely the old man could have heard the boy scream, "I'm going to kill you." Old men dream. And even if the old man did hear the boy scream, we have the authority of this lady to prove that it might not really mean he's going to kill.
Look, why don't we just take it into the judge and let the kid take his chances with 12 other fellas?
6 to 6. I don't think we'll ever agree on anything.
It's gotta be unanimous. And we're never gonna convince him.
At first I was alone, and now 5 others agree. There is doubt.
You could never convince me that there's a doubt because I know that there's no doubt.
I'll tell you what. Maybe we are hungry.
We're not going to be a hustler.
Yeah, but we are right now a perfect balance. Let's take it into the judge.
If there is a reasonable doubt, I don't see it.
Are we a hung jury?
You mean we vote yes, we are a hung jury, or no, we are not a hung jury?
That's just what I was thinking of.
We can't even agree about whether or not the window should be open.
And the majority vote. Majority wins.
If 7 or more of us vote yes, we are a hung jury. We take it into the judge and tell him we are a hung jury.
Right. And if 7 more votes no, we aren't a hung jury, well then we'll go on discussing it.
It doesn't seem quite right to me.
It's the only solution.
I agree, it's the only way.
Anything to end this.
So we're agreed then. 7 more votes yes, and we'll take it into the judge.
Let's call our votes out.
All right. I vote yes. We are a hung jury. 2,
No.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
No.
6,
No.
7,
Yes.
8,
No.
9,
No.
10,
Yes.
11,
No.
12.
Yes.
It's 6 to 6.
We can't even get a majority to decide whether or not we're a hung jury.
I went along with the majority vote on this question, but I didn't agree that way. Not really, and I still don't. So I'm changing my vote. No, we are not a hung jury. I believe the boy is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. There's some things I'd like to find out from those jurors who changed their minds.
So then we aren't a hung jury, and we'll go on discussing it.
Good. We go on.
Why did you change your vote?
He seems so sure of me. He's made a number of good points while she just gets mad and she yells at us.
Does the anger and insult change the guilt of the kid? He did do it. Are you going to turn a murderer loose because one of the jurors is upset when she believes a murderer is being turned loose?
That's true.
There is a doubt.
I don't think so. The track is straight next to the window. L trains screech when they go around curves. So the old man could have heard a scream, which is high-pitched, and it is a tenement, and they have thin walls.
That's right. That's right. You're absolutely right.
And maybe the old man was wrong on the time it took to get from the bedroom to the door, but maybe he was right about whom he saw running downstairs.
Now I want you to listen to this man. He's got the goods.
Apologies. How could he have been wrong? I mean, we all know what the time was.
It may have taken the murderer 39 seconds to wipe away fingerprints and run down the stairs, right to where the old man saw him. The boy, that is.
This is a point, yes.
How about we just time this one to see?
Just what are we timing here?
Yes, let's be exact, can we?
I am saying that the old man may have been wrong about the time it took him to get to the door, but right about whom he saw running downstairs. Now, once again, could have taken 39 seconds for the killer to run downstairs and be seen. The boy, once again.
This is right.
sure to fall and roll onto your right side. Now, if someone hates another person enough to kill them, wouldn't it be reasonable to assume that they might look at their victim for a second or two?
Divorce yourself in this particular case. Just human nature.
It's definitely possible.
Now wait a minute, he fell and he landed on his right side, but the father did, but stabbing someone isn't like shooting them, even if it's right in the heart. You know, he would have worked around for a few seconds, you know, lying there on the floor. Writhing maybe.
That's quite possible. He would have had enough oxygen in his system to carry him for 2 or 3 seconds, I should think.
But wouldn't the father have cried out?
Maybe the boy held his mouth.
This too is also a point.
There's also something else we may point out. If someone is clear enough mentally to wipe away the fingerprints after murdering someone, then wouldn't that person also be clear enough mentally to look around the room to see if there are any other clues? It would just be for a second or two, I should think, but still, he would look around.
You know, this just gets better and better.
We're trying to make it clear. One does not discuss equality when talking about murder. Well, let's do it.
About some of the fingerprints. The kid wiped the fingerprints off the knife, right? Well, what about the doorknob? If I saw a man coming into my home, a man that hated me, all he was wiping the doorknob as he came in, well, that would give me an uneasy feeling. So the doorknob must have wiped after the killing, which would take some time.
You timed the last one. Why don't you time this one as well?
Sure.
Here, just stomp your foot when you want me to start.
Alright, I'm waiting for the hand to be exit.
I'm going to kill you!
Oh, yeah.
You would have wiped both knobs, yes?
Yes.
Stop!
29 seconds.
And whoever did murder the old man, and I do believe it was the kid, he still would have had to run down the hall and one flight of stairs. At least one flight of stairs.
You see, you all see?
So, the old man may have been wrong on the time, but in view of this, it's quite reasonable to assume he did see the boy run downstairs.
So now both times is checked. The one you did and the one we did. What with running down the stairs and everything does pretty much check out on the times.
Yeah, sure. He's an old man who wants attention. He's probably right. But the old man feels the way we all do. A life is at stake.
So the story of the old man may well be true.
Except for the fact that he absolutely swore under oath that it was only 15 seconds.
We seem to all agree it was between 25 and 40 seconds later.
Does the old man lie in one case and tell a truth in another? Though I do tend to admit this confirms the story of the old man. He is now a proven liar. And this by your own admission.
Well, that may be true that the old man lies, but I think I'm gonna change my vote again. Guilty.
Well, what do you think?
I'm not sure, man. I want to talk some more. First I thought guilty, and I changed to not guilty. Now I'm sort of swinging back to guilty.
Well, what do you think?
No, I am now in real doubt. Real doubt.
I say guilty. I was right the first time.
See, now we're starting to make some sense in here.
I think we got 9 guilty to 3 not guilty. I'd like to ask one more question about the old man downstairs. How many of you live in apartments?
I don't live in an apartment, but it is close. There is just enough light down the hall that you can see the steps. No more. The light bulbs are so small, and this murder took place in a tenement. Remember how we stumbled down the steps?
Yes, exactly. Remember how the police officers who gave us the tour had 2 big bulbs? One of them even had a flashlight.
An old man who misjudged the time by 20 seconds. On this we all agree, yes? Now we're saying this same old man could look down the dark hallway and recognize a running figure?
Exactly. It was 100% wrong the first time. It took twice as long as he thought.
Well, then could not the old man be 100% wrong about who he saw? reasonable doubt?
I do.
I beg your pardon, but I don't think you understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? And like this guy. He comes over here running for his life, and before he can take a big breath, he's telling us how to run the show. Arrogant to him.
No one here is asking where anyone came from,
Yeah, well, I was born right here.
or where your father came from.
Maybe you can take a couple notes from the people who come running here. We're not so perfect.
Please. I am used to this. It's all right. Thank you.
No, this is not all right. Okay. I apologize. Is that what you want? Yes, that's what I want. Stop the arguing, all right? Who's got something constructive to say?
Well, something's been bothering me a little bit about the angle of the downward, no, the downward angle. He went over it and over it again in court. We don't need to do it again. I know, but I don't believe it. I mean, the boy was 5 feet 8 inches and his father was 6 feet 2 inches. I mean, that's a difference of 6 inches. I mean, it's very awkward to sound the downward angle of someone who's half a foot taller than you are. Well, you're not going to believe it till you see it, so I'll give you a demonstration. Somebody get up. Not all at once. Thank you. All right, now I want everybody to take a good look because I don't want to have to do this again. All right. Does this look like it's about 6 inches or so?
That's more than 6 inches.
Hey, let it be more. All right. Hey, everybody calm down. Nobody's hurt now, are they?
No, nobody's hurt.
All right. Well, here's your angle. Down and in. That's how I'd stab a man taller than me, and that's how that it was done. Now, take a look at it and tell me I'm wrong.
Down and in. I guess there's no argument about that.
Have you ever killed a man?
Of course not.
Have you?
All right, let's not be silly.
So have you ever killed a man?
No, I haven't.
And where do you get all your information about how it's done?
What do you mean? It's common sense.
Well, have you ever seen a knife fight?
No.
Oh, just take a look. Doesn't that seem like an awkward way to use a switch knife?
What are you asking me?
Wait a minute. What's the matter with me? Give me the knife.
Have you ever seen a knife fight?
Yes, I have.
What, in movies?
In my backyard. On my stoop. The vacant lot across the street. So many. Switch knives came with me with problems. Funny, it never occurred to me before. I guess if I forget those things. Anyone who's ever used a switch knife would never have sat down. You don't handle a switch knife. You use it under.
So the boy couldn't have made the wound that killed his father.
I suppose it's conceivable that the boy could have made it, but it's not likely. Not if he ever had any experience with switch knives. Well, we know that the boy had a lot of experience with switch knives.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. You're giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo. What do you think?
Well, I don't know.
What about you? Listen, I'll tell you something. I'm getting real sick of this whole thing already. We're getting nowhere fast, so let's wrap it up here. I'm changing my vote to not guilty.
You're what?
You heard me. I'm tired of this.
What do you mean you're tired? That's no answer.
Worry about yourself.
to do what you think is right.
Now listen.
You're not guilty.
I already told you, not guilty.
Why?
I don't have to.
You do have to. Say it. Why?
I don't think he's guilty. Before we decide anything more, I'd like to try to pull this all together. This should be good.
He is right. Let me go ahead.
I'm an advertising. I'm used to the big shots pulling things together. Let's chip up a few shots and see if any of them land on the room.
I'd like for you to all look at this logically and consistently.
We have guilty.
Alright, well answer me this. Is the boy smart or is he dumb?
What do you mean?
This is a boy who has gone to reform school for knife. The night of the murder, he buys a knife. A switch knife. It would take a very stupid kid to go and murder a man, his father, with an instrument that everyone would associate with the kid.
I quite agree. He's dumb.
However, if he were dumb, then why did he make the kind of move that an inexperienced man would make?
I'm not sure I understand.
To murder someone takes great emotion, great hatred. And in that moment, he would have used the knife as best he could. The way that a trained knife fighter has been trained. He would have used it under him. Someone inexperienced would have used it over him. But the boy is being very smart. He makes the kind of move that an man should. This man is a smart man. Smart enough to wipe the fingerprints away, and perhaps even smart enough to wait for an L train to pass by to cover the noise. Now, is the kid smart or is he dumb?
Hey, now wait a minute.
The woman across the L tracks saw the murder through the L train, then maybe someone on the L train saw the murder too.
A possibility, but no one did that with Noah.
It would take an awfully dumb man to take a chance like that, doing the murder as the train went by.
Exactly. A dumb man. A very stupid man. A man swept by emotion. He probably didn't even hear the train approach. But the person who murdered the father did as best he could.
So,
The boy is dumb enough to do everything to associate himself with a knife. A switch knife. But then he is dumb enough to do the killing as an L train goes by. But then smart enough to wipe the fingerprints off. To say this boy is guilty, you have to say he is dumb from 8 o'clock until about midnight. And then about midnight he is smart one second, then dumb the next, then smart, then dumb, then smart, then dumb, and so dumb that he cannot even think of a good alibi. To say this boy is guilty is to throw away his intelligence like the garbage in his backyard. There is doubt, doubt, doubt.
I hadn't thought of that.
And the old man downstairs, he swore under oath it was only 15 seconds, but we all agree it was more about 40.
So he lies in one moment and tells the truth in another moment?
kill someone either. You know? They get drunk and bang! Someone's lying in a gutter. Nobody's blaming them. That's how they are by nature. You know what I mean? Violent. Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us. Hey, where are you going? Look, these people are drinking and fighting all the time, and if somebody gets killed, so somebody gets killed, they don't care. Oh, sure. There are some good things about him, too. Look, I'm the first to say that. I've known a few of them who were pretty decent. But that's the exception. Most of them, it's like they had no feelings. They could do anything. What's going on here? I'm speaking my piece and you listen to me! They're no good. There's not a one of them that's any good, okay? We better watch out. Take it from me. We're facing a danger here. Don't you know that? That this kid on trial, okay? Is tight. They're multiplying 5 times faster than we are. That's what they did 5 times! They're gonna bring us out of existence! Don't look at me like that. There's a danger. They're against us. They hate us. They want to destroy us. They're violent. They're vicious. They're ignorant. They will kill us all. That is their intent. This boy on trial. We've got him. That's one at least. I say get him before his time gets us. I don't give a damn about the law. Why should I? They don't. Well, don't you know about that? Listen to me. What are you doing? I'm trying to tell you.
I've had enough! If you open your mouth one more time, I am going to split your skull.
I'm only trying to tell you.
Sit down. All right. Everyone sit down. I still believe the boy is guilty of murder. I will tell you why. To me, the most damning evidence is the woman across the street who claimed she looked into the apartment and saw the murder committed.
That's just what I mean. That's the most important testimony.
All right. Let's recount her testimony then.
I believe I can recount it accurately. She said she went to bed at about 11 o'clock that night. Her bed lays next to the window, and while lying down, she could see out of the window and into the other apartment. She tossed and turned for over an hour, unable to fall asleep. She turned and looked out the window at about 12:10, and as she looked out, she saw the boy stab his father. As far as I can see, this is unshakable testimony.
That's just what I'm saying. That's the whole case right there.
Frankly, in view of this, I don't see how we can vote for acquittal. What do you think about it, mister? You know how it is in advertising.
Well, maybe, but there's so much evidence to sift.
What do you mean, maybe? And every other piece of evidence you could throw right out.
That was my feeling. I don't deny the validity of the points he has made, but what can you say about the woman? She saw it.
Hey, what time is it?
It's 10 minutes of 6.
Hey, any way we can wrap up for the day and start over in the morning? I got a sick kid at home. He's got the mumps. Not a chance.
You can't see the clock without your glasses. Not clearly.
Glasses are a nuisance, aren't they?
So what do you do when you wake up in the middle of the night and you want to know what time it is?
Put on my glasses.
I just lie in bed and wait for the clock to chime. My father gave it to me when we married, my wife and I. It was about 10 years before we had a place to put it.
You never sleep in your glasses? Nobody does. Why? The woman who testified, she had glasses. What about her?
Did she wear glasses?
Of course she wore glasses. They were bifocals. I remember this very clearly. They looked quite strong.
That's right, bifocals. She never took them off.
Funny. Hasn't thought of that.
I think it's logical to say that she wasn't wearing is a reasonable doubt.
Anyone else?
No. I'm convinced now. There is a reasonable doubt.
I think he's guilty!
You're alone. 11 votes guilty. 11 votes not guilty. 1 vote guilty.
I don't care whether I'm a voter or not. I have a right!
That you do.
Well, what, I told you I think the kid is guilty. What else do you want?
Your arguments. We'd like to hear them again.
Gave you my arguments.
We're not convinced. We'd like to hear them again. We have time.
Well, what do you say? You're the guy. You made all arguments. You can't turn back on me now. The guilty man is going to be loose in the streets to murder. He's got to burn. Stay with me.
I'm sorry. I'm convinced. I don't think I'm usually wrong, but I suppose this time I was. There is a reasonable doubt in my mind.
We're waiting.
You're not going to intimidate me. I'm entitled to my own opinion. It's gonna be a hung jury. That's it.
I guess all we can do now is that hope. Maybe a few days, weeks, months. Why? You might actually get some sleep.
You're all alone.
It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
If we are a hung jury, they will run the trial again, and we will point these things out, some of us, at least, to the various lawyers.
Everything. Every single thing that went on in that courtroom, and I mean everything, says he's guilty. What do you think, I'm an idiot or something? Why don't you take that stuff about the old man who lived there and heard everything? Or take the knife. What? Just because he found one exactly like it? That old man, he saw him right there on the stairs! What's the difference how many seconds it was? What's the guilty.
Just one more minute. We turn the AC on, don't worry.
Is it on? Yes.
All right. So, we have some high school graduates, people who will be going off to college in the 2025 fall school year. Before they left, we have a few presents for both of them. So, Jake and Carmen, Bo, please come over here.
Okay, I wrote this thing. Jacob, we asked you to be one of the most difficult parts of the show, one of our understudies, and you have done an amazing job in terms of how capable you are of doing this hard task. You put so much determination and dedication into this, which we're so grateful for, especially since we asked you so last minute. And what am I gonna say? You're gonna do so great in college, and we're so proud of you, and we can't wait to see you back next year.
Jacob Carp. The rest perform, it's like Mozart writing his fantasy. The fact you were able to be a part of this show in any way makes me so incredibly happy. Watching you perform in recent shows like Little Shop and As has been the greatest treat because you truly have such an incredible voice and such incredible acting prowess. It's incredible. But the role I will always remember you in over everything else is your sixth grade year, Wizard of Oz as the Ozian Guard. Our first show ever together. And ever since then, I've had nothing but the utmost respect for you both as an actor and as a friend. Thank you so much for being a part of my theater career. And then, of course,
You were having such amazing
pushing through. We're pushing through the heat too. We're so proud of everything you've done. Like watching you on stage. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Bo! There's a photo from Sound of Music at the Engman 2022 Summer. But before I really talk about this photo specifically, let me give you some backstory to the photo. I met Bo about 15 minutes before this particular photo was taken. I knew Eli going into this, and when I noticed him, I noticed he was sitting with a friend of his. This friend was Bo. And as we were talking and we were getting to know each other, a social media person from Engman comes over and asks if we can take a picture for the Instagram. Me, Eli, and Bo obviously pose up and get ready for a photo. When this random kid, Sebastian, photo bombs us. Ever since this photo happened, this photo cemented me, Bo, Eli, and of course, Sebastian. No idea where Sebastian went. Cemented us as the greatest of friends. But other than Sebastian, I have seen Bo a number of times since then, and they've truly become one of my best friends. Bo, you were so incredibly talented, and watching you grow and explore the character of Jurors 7 was incredible. I'm happy that I gave you the opportunity to play this dream role, of course. Bo, I know that you're going to do incredible things in college. I love you and can't wait to see your success with your career flourish. Seniors, take your space and bow.
I won't give you too long because I know it's hot. I'm very hot in here. But we wanted to congratulate our directors, our friends, our I remember when Frankie came to me, he had watched 12 Angry Jurors the afternoon before, and we hung out, and he said, we have to go watch this movie. And he said, we need to make this a show. We need to make this a production. And so the two of them have worked hard day and night, and their dedication and their effort and their compassion and love for theater.
Sorry.
Passion. But genuinely, they have made this show the most amazing thing ever. Jillian keeps us in track. She's